Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today, yes, you guessed it, Bant Avengers, now Planeswalkers with Bant Colours, because it seems we are making a cycle. And you know what's the most interesting thing about this one? The results. They're always the same. It's always between 70 and 80% win rate, however many games I play. So it seems super cool. And you know what, guys? You probably want to see the deck in action, so let's go right there. But please consider subscribing. Really helps the channel, and I know a lot of you watch daily but aren't subscribed. Huh? If you want to say thank you, that's how you do it. Alright guys, have fun. I hope you will like all the scoops that we brought into the ladder today. Alright guys, let's see this one. The mana is decent. I mean, this is an okay hand. It all depends on the next draws, but so far so good, I think. Kind of hand it would be needed. Alright, that's irritating. But come on, it's mono red. It's always like this. So we can go for Feldon, or just go like this. I think this is the best play. I'm not fully sure what the math is on this. I prefer personally to exile Kumama. They, like, you pretend that it was banned for a moment, so, you know, they need to play a normal deck. That's my line of thinking. And that's a decent draw. So it should be Fateful Absence. I think this will be a haste drawer, right? Sammu something. Let's see. Alright. They want to trample us. 7 damage to my face. What do we do? So we have two ways to go around it. They have a lot of trample in the deck. So we could kill the big one and then play Emperor? The populating without Planeswalkers on the board doesn't feel great, to be honest. If I depopulate, what happens? He just plays new one. I will do it. It also prevents some damage, so it not only gives maybe a better deal on cards, but also better deal on this stuff. So I could play Elspeth, but I'm scared that he can pump more damage at a haste speed. This is 4 damage, this is 2, so he will kill Elspeth already. And don't you worry, he will attack. So I think the Emperor is the play, and then we want to depopulate where Planeswalkers are on the board, so we get advantage. If we do it on the empty board, it's just, yeah, like he will just play a new one. And you are kinda in the same situation as before. Especially that okay, they have multicolored creatures, and I guess they do not tap, but he would play it on curve if he could. Alright. I'm pretty sure he has something, but if that's the card, I will still take it. I hope I will get the block, but not sure. He might just remove it. Alright, that's good. That's huge. Trading here is already great enough. So, as you can see, we have the populate, we don't even need to use it. And we're at 15, so that's nowhere killing us. And it's probably due to just killing Kumano. Halan and Alina. Alright. Not my favorite target to depopulate. We can smite this. Alright. Mirex, you ain't getting me. Not this time, my friend. Not this time. And now, it should be okay. And we'll make life linkers. I hope he will attack with this one, and we can smite it. And then we can depopulate something that isn't multicolored. And now we have double Planeswalker on the board, so every turn is huge for us. We don't have loyalty on the Emperor, so that will be a bit rough, but we can still make a token with Elspeth, put a counter, and then have a 2-2. And Emperor for the next turn, right? And if they attack, we can -2 always, so that's also a new threat that they need to respect. So they need Trampler or remove the blocker. So it's about trying to convolute the game for your opponent. In perfect draw, he will have all of it, but usually he just lacks one of those. Oh no, he will put the Wicked Roar and it goes around... Oh no, it goes around Smite then. I hope he puts it on the Scoundrel. Oh, Treasure? I would not expect Treasure on this stage of the game. Alright. He is playing well, but he doesn't know that in this particular set of cards it's not a good play, but he did the right thing. It just won't work. Halana and Alina, I would imagine. This is the best counter, right? So we will get 2 for 1 kinda. Because with this counter he deals 1 extra damage on my face, because that's how Raiju works. And yeah, and then we can kill it in response. He's not going for it. Alright, we killed this. So far so good. Our plan is working perfectly. Perfect. And now this is the depopulate turn. Ladies and gentlemen, and I think you can clearly see the difference, please. Bro. Please. It's still not over. They have so much haste threats that they might still threaten us. I could -1. Because especially that I have the second Emperor, but I will try to respect our Emperor. Only 2 cards. Alright. Only infinite cards. This is what I like. I think aggro decks have everything, right? So they also need the cargo, because how are you supposed to beat control decks in value game if you don't have enough value? So now we are making creature cards that also draws cards. Absolutely amazing. That's a weird one. He wants, of course, the cards, so that's fine. But it's a decent trade for us still. So as you can see, now this is the classic stage where aggro decks try to outvalue control decks with no issues. I see absolutely no problem with this. Absolutely. Jokes aside, so we just put a lot of stuff in the board. I mean, that's a solid board. So we probably will play until the Sunfall or something like this, so we need still to slow the game as much as possible, because he will try to ramp as much as possible those druids. They don't have trample, so we can theoretically just keep blocking every turn. That hurts, but not as much as this draw, in all honesty. In all honesty, if I attack with lifelinker, he might take the bait. They didn't have burn so far, so maybe they don't. This doesn't feel like super burn deck. Yep. And I mean, we will try to play Emperor. I will attack with the Vigilance. And don't forget, every turn our board gets stronger. On the next turn it flips, and that will be huge. Having lifelinker as a 3/3 is big deal, big deal. Halana and Alina, something we cannot really beat unless we Sunfall. It will take a moment before it kills us, but it will. Feldon, sure. Not loving what I see. And that's... Alright, Feldon will be a big problem, but we have Emperor, right? So I think we can solve a lot of problems. I think he will attack with the Druid. We first strike the Druid and then we kill the... Yep. That's good. He's fully tapped out, so we can go for the plates. My friend. That's why we made a 3/3. Because it's a 4/4 with first strike and lifelink. And this is the only problem, but... You know, it's a sacrifice we have to make. So this is already a pretty decent rate for us. We are back to 20, we have a very strong board. This is the problem I do not love. Oh boy. And this is a very strong draw, but probably not for this turn. Alright, so how do we do it? We kill the Ferdon, right? Wait. We can do a lot of stuff here. We play the Emperor. Alright, let's go for it. I changed my mind. It isn't perfect turn. Kumano will face and this will, you know, come into battlefield, but I can kill a lot of stuff. And Feldon is perfect, -2. So I kinda can sweep the board fully and have some blockers and have tokens from this. So this is a big deal. I could also -2 and just try to raise him, which possibly will win the game. I generally like being defensive though, so, you know, I think the better play would be to -2, but I'm just not going for it. Because, you know, I like playing control. I like suffocating my opponent with no options. And so far, like, this taxes his mana. Look, the game is so heavy on tempo, he didn't use this clue since I think like 7 turns or something. So all of those creatures are great, but they cannot go through. And yeah, see? If you suffocate your opponent, you don't even need to hit him once, he just leaves the game. And man, I think we didn't drop a single game so far, so that's nice. And goes first. This is a sketchy hand, we don't have blue as well. I hope, because we are on the draw, we have more ways to draw a land, so no, we have to go for it. Mirrex will probably be the last land. On one turn it can fix so many problems. So super scary, the most damage intensive start they can have. And I need to make Dissipate, right? Which means I need to play this one into the ticket. Like, we need to go into make Dissipate, Emperor, Sunfall, this kind of stuff. And that's a huge thing. If we didn't counter it, we would die already. Like, this is the best possible start. If Adeline attacks and they get the token, it's already 5-7 damage and you die on the next turn. So, alright, not a great draw. And we cannot do much, but do we go for Ren plus or minus? We have enough lands, right? I think we just go like this. Cause why not? It has Hex, alright, I'm challenging him. I'm showing him, hey, this is a problem. Maybe you want to attack Ren. Because we need to absorb some of the damage. You know, it's intimidating a little bit, hopefully. Works. Man, I love aggro decks just drawing cards. that's exactly what I expect from ladder. So, we hit a good land. That's really important. How do we do it? How do we do it? We can just block the Vanguard. Teferi is not good enough. And we don't need the mana. No pain lands, that's super important. The point is that we need double white, and we have double white without the pain. This is really strong, but I don't think it's enough to kill us. So, countering Adeline was the big play. They also don't have the mana. Let's see the attack. Scry hurts. But what can you do, man? So it's 8-12 damage already, which means that we need to play the Emperor. And honestly, why would we -2 if we can just do this? And he should know what it means. That's 7 damage to my face. And that's a Sunfall for you, my friend. Sunfall into Samurai on the same turn, which is how you reverse the tempo fully. We should be fine from there, especially with Teferi and the token. We can protect the Teferi very well and start drawing some cards, so they lost all the momentum. Yep, and as you can see, that's how we do it. So, there were a lot of comments that against aggro you are, you know, not sure, but so far we are doing amazing. Right, guys, I think it's not mono red, and I might be wrong on this, but Doomsday Device, like, how could you be aggro? Don't break my heart. Sleeves, Oko, it cannot be. See? Told you. It cannot be mono red, simply. Which unfortunately means that our hand kinda sucks, but hopefully it's some creature deck. Because right now we have basically all hand against creatures. We have like 3 cards that doesn't do the thing. You know what? I'll take it. That's a very nice Smite target. And it doesn't need to be tapped, it just needs to attack. And oh boy, attack they will. Interesting, so I guess it will be like a haste creature deck that has no creatures. Hot man, I like it. I remember this card, but let's refresh the memory. 4 +1 counters, and modified creatures have haste, so they put a counter on something, and yeah, only once. And sorcery speed. So basically every creature they play has haste. No. The short version. No. Nope. Hung. Alright, so we are a little bit stuck, but that's fine because Double Emperor is okay. I'm a bit suffocated here. I see, I see. So they would already draw a card with this. That's pretty insane. However, this will die to Smite very nice. And we need to start building the board, so they kind of feel... It feels like something, doesn't it? Stroke, Fateful Absence. Probably the better case.
Let your blade do the talking.
I will attack you. And what you gonna do? Damage. Cool. And I think we say go. He might put counters somehow, and he will draw a card. Ah. That's interesting. Is that the Emperor? Emperor puts the counters, right? Yeah. So I think he will play the Emperor, put the counter, then we Smite, and we feel like champ. I need to do it. If I play this and they have Emperor, they win the whole thing. I want cards, man. I have so many cool planeswalkers, so while Emperor is great, we can make something greater. Even land is better. It builds us toward the future. And we have Sunfalls right now. So the haste will be a problem. Because that goes around Sunfall a little bit. Alright, down to 2 cards. We should be really fine here. We kill one of the creatures, and as you can see, they cannot handle Emperor spam. So even without sweepers, we absolutely demolish them. Alright, so we are going second. I think this is where we lose. I think that's the end of the streak, because this is a very Azorius hand for a Bant control deck. We are on the draw as well. Oh boy. Do I really mulligan this? We have lands. This is playable. Alright, this is not a good hand. It's borderline mulligan, but it's not mulligan, I believe. I think it's as close as it gets. On the play it would be pretty good hand, but not on the draw. Alright. We cannot play anything on this turn, anyway. I mean, I think I could go for the March, maybe. Yeah, we probably lost. That's why I wanted to mulligan. If you are on the draw, you are probably already dead. But if you are on the draw with no sweeper, I mean, bro. So we can destroy evil, but not because of Talia. We needed to be on the play for this one. I think we need to kill Adeline right now. That's the only way. They should not have protection spells, so we wait until the combat phase. Maybe this will change how they play. Like all the lords, like Vanguards, really get a lot of value from, you know, Adeline. They didn't play anything, sure. Rough. Alright, so getting attacked for 3. Adeline is down. So that's why Destroy Evil is kinda always okay. Here's a lot of power. What do I think I need to play March. March, exile the wedding announcement and top deck a sweeper. Is that really the best we can do? It probably is. That's why I wanted to mulligan. If I had the populate, I wouldn't hesitate, but here on the draw you instantly need the sweeper to survive. I told you, when I saw opening hand, I knew it's one of the games I will lose. Alright, is there any way? We can wedding announcement, then it doesn't really do anything. And then we go Ren. We have 2 taplands as well. I think we might go... Where goes the rolls? Here and probably here? It should go here. We played this for 2, we need to exile a card. You know what, I'm going for it. I don't think it's winnable game unless we are lucky. Because our opponent so far was really lucky and we need to balance it out. Yep. Let's pay some mana. Correct. And the second one, what's the target? Target creature. Let's see, let's see. They did the mistake. Alright, so we need to pay wedding announcement, right? Because normally it would be 3 mana, but because Talia is great card, it's more. Alright, and they will replay Talia, I guarantee, man. They will just play a new one. So, it's theoretically not over, but it really does feel like it's over. I tell you, man, I read them like a book. And I also read that I'm dead. because I'm not drawing the right cards. The only thing we can do is go like this. And I'm pretty sure that we still die. But maybe we have, yep, that's the best card to enhance the damage in white. So it's basically a haste creature in white color. And they can use it once on me, so is that the difference? We can block Talia, it's 6-7 damage, so we have one chance to draw a Sunfall. But see, that's what I meant in the early game. And no, because we need to block with this one. Thanks to Adeline, they force us to block Talia instead of the vendor. So it means we are losing the lands, which means that we are dead. 5-7. Yep, if we block this, and we have to, which means that we lose either way. We need the populate from top, but then we don't have land. So we need the populate on from the top, and then we need to mill this and hit an untapped land. That was the only way to win this game. So, see? Sunfall, Sunfall. Do you see this? Sunfall into Sunfall was on the top of the library. If that wasn't a shuffler loss, I don't know what is. I will still say it, but man, it feels rough. I don't think we should lose this one at all. Alright, he's an actual control player. I'm impressed. I'm absolutely impressed. We'll also... Yep, it's a Vinestalk, it's a Simic deck. Nearly. And Simic decks are known for not having removal. However, we are not a Simic deck. Gotcha. Absolutely calculated, absolutely. So he did this because those cores do not have removal, so he thought there's no risk in doing the thing. But there's heavy risk if you play against Sloth. Counterspell? Not really. Yep, and they're out. I mean, that's how you farm. So they took a risk, that was good decision by them, but they didn't know we just had the first color that absolutely changed everything. And I mean, we deserve tier 2. I have to say, I absolutely love those Planeswalker decks. They have been performing so freaking well for me. And they're super fun. Somehow they always work. Alright, except when, you know, the shuffler things happen. And we are again... Alright. Oh no, I said it, and now I will get mana screwed. Shuffler, please. The almighty Shuffler. I never said a bad word on you. You are absolutely fair, and there's nobody who would say different. We need to counter this. So please give me a land from the top. The Shuffler revenge. Alright. It's not over, but it's close to. It's close to, man. Oh, this is over. Yep, I think that's it. We won't be able to prevent the ultimate probably, and that means we are absolutely dead. Alright. I mean, we hit it here, so it has to be wedding announcement. It's really good at trying to, you know, farm Liliana loyalty. But he just kills it with one of cut downs or go for the throats and keeps passing. Then we go Smite, which is kind of what we have to do. And Sunfall is also bad. Like, we won't have Sunfall probably. Not great. Smite would be okay, but it wouldn't change as much as you might think. And I think that's kinda it. I don't believe we can win from here. Like, she will ultimate and absolutely destroy us. And we didn't get heavy card advantage engines, it was just smites. The Make Disappear was a great card, but now... Oh, that's a cool skin. Alright, that's Miser's Shadow. A creature that can block. That's basically what you need to know about this one. Alright. It's too late for Celestus. Like, it's a great card, but I cannot afford it. Alright. He's not going for the tortoise because he knows about the thing. The ultimate is on the next turn, man. So I need to expect that I will hit a land for the Sunfall. That's the best case, and otherwise we are losing anyway. And then what? Like, he will kill me with Cottage if anything. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know how to play this one out. I think I have to play Emperor anyway. And probably minusing doesn't make any sense, so we will try to plus.
then guiding.
Theoretically, we can force a kill maybe.
Show them how
Destroy
we rate our
evil.
enemies.
That's bad. Man, this is so bad. But I have a plan. I have an absolutely wicked plan that
Strike
will
fast,
probably
strike
work.
hard.
But it still won't win me the game. I think that I will still lose after the plan. Alright, you want to do something? That's the plan. We click it fast. I mean, he doesn't have a choice here anyway. Alright. Oh, sorry. That's better. And that's my wicked plan. But I still won't win. Not after missing the turn. Especially against Liliana, that can absolutely punish you for playing slower. Normally, like, if you answer the, I don't know, Miser's Shadow 2 turns later, it kinda only did some damage to your face and it doesn't matter. But Liliana just destroys your card advantage in a huge way. And it's a perfect kill for the Emperor, but we still needed to do the thing because we are so behind. We will see. Oh, right, I don't even have the Sunfall, right? Because she will +1. Like, he knows that I'm in full top deck mode. 3 lands, easy. So, yeah, like, there's no recovery from this, I think. We don't even have enough mana to go for big planeswalkers. So even if we top deck them, it's still not good enough. I think the only chance is bad split for my opponent, but you know what? It happened before. Maybe it happens now. So wedding announcement 1 pile, token 2nd pile, and 2 lands each. Probably something like this will be the outcome. That's my prediction, because this is the easiest split. I think you could make a better one, but I'm not sure. Like, I would weight this one so much more heavy. So 1 land and this token. Yeah, 1 land and the token, or 3 lands and festivity. It's interesting they didn't go for the Sunfall. Yep, that's the basic split, which means we get rid of this one. And we keep it retreat. Told you, even if we draw it, it's already too late. We cannot race. All we can do is try to threaten the tortoise, so he doesn't get insane value with all the manas that he has in the deck. And then we need to hope for, I don't know, 3 lands. Man, the games we are losing feel so weird. Like, it's usually just about getting mana screwed. Look at this top deck. Look at this freaking top deck. Just 1 card from the top, the highest value card in his deck, probably outside of 1 Nissa. Rough. Alright guys, I will give you the ultimate secret to choosing your opening hand. Do you have lands to play a sweeper? Do you have a sweeper? Yep. And usually you want removal in between. That's it. That's it. Let's go with the headquarters, because in case we won't be able to play, like, afford another tap land, the Vinestyle gives worse mana, so you care less. And we are not cycling those things. Alright, this is the last turn to play it. Good draw, good draw. Do I want Tamiyo on the next? I mean, who wouldn't want? Theoretically, he can just play Edict, and we will not like what we see. So, in all honesty, I probably should go with Wedding Announcement. I think that would be a little bit better. However, we can start... Oh, the card that always makes me happy. Emperor on the next turn. No blue. Alright, let's play like this. No interaction, that's really interesting. Alright, and from the next turn onwards, we are just keeping the Dissipate. This is already a lot of pressure on our side that are... Oh! Alright, that was a game of magic. So what happened is he didn't hit the blue mana, and he probably had counter spells, and he's like, yeah, I'm out, I didn't counter what I needed to because I got color screwed. Alright guys, after the games, and you have seen what's up. Man, this was a weird day on the arena for me. There were a lot of games that either felt that my opponent got weird hand or I got weird hand. There were a lot of mana and color screws, but you know, that's daily thing on the arena, so I hope that, you know, you don't feel alone when you have those games. We all have those. And for the deck itself, the results were really good, and it's so impressive that it's so consistent between the versions. And I mean, Tamiyo, one of the biggest things about Tamiyo is that she can instantly get you another planeswalker. For example, usually it's Emperor, and then -2 Emperor, and you already get 3 for 1 basically, and your opponent needs to answer double planeswalkers. And this is the power play you are looking for, and that's why you have green. The run and the Rainbreaker is a little bit hard to use, but I think it's because we were so in such aggressive matchups, man. Like, it's so hard to just play it and not have it die instantly to aggro decks. So most of the time it just is a life gain card, because if they attack this, they probably burn 5 to 6 damage, and that would be your face. So even if it dies instantly, it buys you time to hit the Sunfall or depopulate. And if that's not so aggressive, like, then you win anyway, right? Because you don't need card advantage from Ren, because your card advantage is Sunfall. And if you're against control decks, Ren and Rainbreaker, I think, like, she can do insane amount of work, especially that it's not hard to ultimate her. I was happy with the deck overall. I think it's an interesting twist. I think for me still the Esper version is the most interesting. However, I mean, we made some changes to this one based on your, also your comments, guys. So we increased Sunset Revelry and some early game because you were really concerned about the aggro matchups, which is fair point because that's basically the only matchup you will ever play. So yeah, we have some make disappears. I still wanted no stroke, no negate for this version, and we went with a hard counter spell. So we add this 1 mana just to make sure that we can counter it. The point was that stroke is kinda dead against aggro decks most of the time. You can fish for something like Raiju, but very often it just sits there. And when I try to play with this kind of decks, I tend to draw all of my counter spells on the opening hand. So I changed it to Dissipate and make disappear. And I think they are just so versatile that against Atraxa matchups where you really need the counter spell, this is the reason the counter spells are in the deck. Atraxa matchups, because you have to counter her. They usually go on turn 7-8, so make disappear with Wedding Announcement is a hard counter spell for first Atraxa, and that should give you enough time to just close the game and kill them. Nissa, I think she's in replacement of Kaya, so we need something super huge that absolutely demolishes the late game. Also, destroying artifacts or enchantments can be a lifesaver in some situations. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the rambling for today. I hope you enjoyed the whole cycle, because the consistency of results is insane, and we are halfway through Mythic based on the Planeswalker cycle decks, which is absolutely amazing, and it brings a smile to my face because it seems they're working in the current meta, at least for me. So yeah, I will keep playing them when I have time and hopefully reach Mythic with this. But we'll see guys. So thank you for watching as always. Don't forget to like and share the video if you enjoyed. And just want to say that I appreciate all your comments, guys. They're really, really nice, and it's a pleasure to read them. So thank you for being so amazing. That's a huge thing for every creator, and something that I think we're doing right. So thank you for that, and I mean, hope you enjoyed, and see you tomorrow. With